Thanks for joining me. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Alright, hey, what's up? I'm Byron from God Forbid, the infamous GF from New Jersey, G Forbid, all that, that's us.
Awesome. Everything going good in the God Forbid camp?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good, we were fortunate enough, we actually did a lot on this new record, Constitution Treason. We were able to go to Australia, New Zealand, Alaska, and Puerto Rico, a couple places we wanted to hit that we never got to go to before, and we rocked it out, and we're ready to go home and work on a new record.
Alright. Early in the Monsters of Mayhem Tour 2.
Yeah, day two.
Got to prepare for tomorrow's hometown show.
Yeah, hometown should be good tomorrow.
Yeah. A little pressure on that? Come on.
No, there's no pressure. I mean, we always do good when we play Starland. Anytime we play home, we do good.
Yep.
So it's good to be back home. It kind of sucks, though, just because it's at the beginning of the tour, so it kind of still makes you feel like you're not really on the road yet.
Yep. Lineup pretty amazing for this tour.
Yeah, there's some really good bands on here. There's Case Strain, we got Terror, we got Evergreen Terrace, us. Of course, we got Haybreed, so it's a good time. Good time.
Yep. This is basically, you could probably say, your last tour supporting Constitution. Anything special that you're going to pull out with the set list? Play something different that you haven't played before, just to go out with a bang on it?
Yeah, we're definitely going to play a couple songs we haven't played in a while, and, we're really constrained with time. We only get like 40 minutes, so it's not going to be that insane, but we're at the end of this tour, we're coming back to Webster, so we'll be back within a month, for our headlining show, so it'll probably be a little bit more pulled out then than actually tonight, so it'll be good. Yeah, good.
Like you had said, you played some places that you never played before, supporting Constitution. Some of the tours that you've been on with supporting that record, talk about some of the memorable ones.
I think the most memorable tour for me on this record supporting was, playing with Anthrax, the original lineup. Joey Belladonna. It was amazing because I grew up on those cats. Among the Living was my album. I wore that shit out. It was on cassette. I tore it up. I played it until the tape broke. So I mean, we got to do that, and then we got to get together with a couple old friends. Chimera. We hadn't toured them in a while. We got to tour with them and Arch Enemy. That made it pretty amazing. Other than that, I mean, most of the tours we did for this record have been just us supporting it, by ourselves, and our headlining run in January, February, which went pretty well. So it's been a good time.
All right. You guys played Milwaukee Metal Fest. How'd that go?
In theory, it was cool. Overall, it didn't go too well. There wasn't a lot of people there, but the people that were there were definitely there because, it was a metal fest and they wanted to come out and support the scene. Unfortunately, it was being run by the same person who's run it over all the years, and, it didn't have the turnout that it should have had or could have had just because he was involved. But, we want to thank all the people that did show up, and so that Milwaukee is still down with metal.
You guys have played the New England Metal and Hardcore Fest before, correct?
Yeah, we played it a few times. For a while, we were playing it every year, but we haven't been doing it too recently. We
Big
didn't
difference?
want to become the house band.
Big difference between the two?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a big difference. That I can say is the only true metal fest right now that is actually, bringing it and running on time, schedule-wise. I mean, the biggest problem with a lot of festivals are they set you up for a certain day and a certain time, and then you get there and it's like, oh, we're changing your time. New England always runs perfect every year. And it's definitely changed over the years because like the first beginning of the years there was like a lot of like death metal and black metal bands, but now it's become more of the end bands right now, like Unearth, and it doesn't really have that same feel like it used to as far as like having a whole conglomerate of bands playing and everything like that, but it's still one of the best festivals out right now, hands down the best festival. Scott Lee, man, call us back.
Definitely.
So,
all right. You feeling pressure to top the new Constitution with the new album?
We always feel the pressure to be better than the last record. I mean, it's. I think that's what really drives this band is to like take it further and further each time out. And if we don't have that kind of pressure, I think we just come out with the same lazy record, that everyone else does. So I think it's very good for us to push ourselves and pressure ourselves into situations. And, you know, I mean, we'll never write anything just to write it, but you know, I mean, we always try and take the time to incorporate different aspects of our personalities in the music. You know, and we feel that that's, you know, it's very important to be able to be creative. You know, you don't want to pigeonhole yourself, so everyone expects your next record to sound like the one before it. And you know, with God forbid you don't get that. You know, you never know what we're gonna do. You know, and it has to work for us to use it. You know, we just don't throw things in there.
Yep. All right. What I know that you said, I read that you have some riffs down. Nothing really in the works. Just you're gonna.
Right now we don't really have too much in the works. I mean, we were, you know, 3 weeks before this tour, we were home, so we started getting into the process of writing. You know, so we have some stuff that we were fooling around with, but nothing on that is really solid yet because we're still not really in writing mode. We're still kind of in touring mode. Yep. So we just need to get back in a room together and, you know, just be stuck with each other's faces for a couple of hours, and then, you know, the creative process will start to roll. You know. But, you know, I mean, it's always like that. We always write, then rewrite, and then rewrite. Yep. You know, because we want a good product, you know.
Definitely. Speaking of that, producer, record where, any thoughts on that? Jason, Audio Hammer?
We got a couple ideas of what we might do. We're not really too certain yet. Yep. I mean, we're not going to, we might stray from what we've been doing as far as where we've been recording, but, I mean, there's a lot of talk right now. We don't really know. We have to see, you know, what our label is willing to do, and, you know, as far as money is concerned, as far as, you know, what our options will be, you know, but we have a couple ideas. You know, I don't want to speak on it too soon, but I mean, it'll definitely be an amazing record, and, you know, we're going to take a lot more time production-wise, you know, because we just got to keep stepping it up, you know. We're like, we have this saying, it's called metal's best kept secret, and, you know, that's what we are. So we live up to that, and we, you know, we just write music. You know, we're not caught up in the whole scene of it and the whole look of it, you know. If it's good music, it's good music, you know.
Yep. All right, DVD shoot. Talk a little bit about it that you guys had coming out soon.
Oh, we just, on our headlining run, we shot our DVD show at our hometown, Starland. Yep. Right now, we're still putting it together. We're editing the live footage, and we're adding to the extras on there as far as, you know, documentation with the band members and, you know, outside people and everything. It's going to be a really good DVD, man.
Amazing show?
Yeah, the show was off the hook, man. It was great.
Cool.
Yeah, we had a really good time. You know, it's just, I don't want to give too much away about the DVD, but I guarantee you it'll be a DVD where you won't just put it in one time and watch it. You'll keep constantly wanting to put it in because it's going to have that kind of action-packed, you know, feeling to it. It's going to be flavor, yo.